Hey guys, Zach Style here, coming at you with another Perfecting Psychic video series. And this video will be more of a justification on why I use certain cards over others, and why I don't use certain psychic tech choices that a lot of other psychic players use. So yeah, we'll just get right into it right now. And we'll begin the video with Hush Psychic Cleric. Hush Psychic Cleric is a 3-star 2100 defense psychic type monster, and effect reads: when this card is normal summon, she's changed to defense position, and then you can discard one card from your hand to remove and play one psychic type monster from your graveyard, and then when she's sent to the graveyard, you special summon the monster and remove and play with that effect. Now that wording is key. For the fact it says when she's sent from the field to the graveyard. That means that not only can you Torrential Tribute or Dark Hole her, but you can also Synchro Summon with her, getting her special summon effect, which is honestly one of the main reasons why I run her at 3. So now we can get into some of the combos with her, and just some of the really amazing things you can do with Cleric. Now, yes, I realize it is a -1 from your hand, but it's a +1 to the field, or at least a futuristic +1 to the field, and it can also set up a lot of your other combos. The most common one being with Cleric and Esper Girl. So let's do this setup right now, and then we'll list the pros and cons of this engagement. So first of all, okay, let's say you set Serene Psychic Witch last turn. She was destroyed by your opponent, and you banished Esper Girl. Pretty standard stuff. Then during your standby phase, you special summon Esper Girl, move the top card of your deck face down. Then you normal summon Cleric. And then now, so here's the con. You pitch one from your hand. So right now you're at -1 from your hand. You remove from play, let's say you remove from play Serene Psychic Witch again. Then you Synchro Summon with Esper Girl and Hush Like a Cleric for 5. Now you can get out your Beast, which is an extremely good card if you think they have a lot of spell advantage, or you can get out your Magical Android, setting up your Miracle Synchro place, or you can get out Catastrophe if they have a monster that you can't get over. So that also activates Esper Girl's effect and Cleric's effect, allowing a +1 to the hand and a special summon onto the field. So right there, you got a +1 to the hand, negating Cleric's minus hand advantage. You got an Entreaty of Beast, and you got a special summon of whatever Cleric remove. In this case, it was Serene Psychic Witch, meaning that you have a setup for future plays, and you're in a good position for other defensive plays. So, with that being said, if you look at the pros, we got Beast on the field, we had a +1 to the hand, and we had a +1 on the special summon. If you look on the cons, we have a -1 from the hand. So right there, you can see the advantages of Cleric in this situation, and this is the most common situation. The reason I run them at 3, or at least a big reason why I run her at 3, is because of this. Because it's too good to ignore. Now, I didn't even go into anything like if I had Emergency Teleport, or if I had Creature Swap, or any of the other ridiculous combos that Hush Psychic Cleric can do. So yeah, that's the first situation. Other more simple situations include if you have a normal summon Hush Psychic Cleric, user effect, and then you set, let's say, like a Torrential Tribute in your turn. Then your opponent starts going off. He gets, let's say, 2 or 3 monsters on their field. You Torrential Tribute, you kill off all their monsters, you kill off your Cleric, and you get your special summon effect. So now, not only have you minus them 1 to maybe 2 to 3, I usually only Torrential Tribute in that case if there's 2 or more monsters on my opponent's side of the field, but you also get a special summon, which puts you on the offensive position. So right there, you destroyed 2 of your opponent's monsters, you got a special summon for a Cleric's effect, and you set up your offensive position and future plays with the special summon from Cleric's effect. All for the -1 because of Cleric. So as you can see, in a lot of situations, Cleric can be a very, very useful card. Now, I didn't go into Creature Swap with Cleric, I didn't go into Emergency Teleport with Cleric, I didn't do any of that just because that's pretty basic and pretty obvious what you can do there. But those were some of the more in my opinion, more of the plays that I use the most often, and some of the things that really throw off the opponent. So yeah, now we'll go into more of some cards that other people use in Psychic decks that I don't, and kind of why I don't in this deck. Not that they're necessarily bad, but mostly bad for my preference. So yeah, we'll go into that right now. So yeah, here these cards are, and I'm just going to do a quick synopsis on why I don't run them. First, a Telekinetic Power Well. I only have 3 level 2s to begin with, and so at most I'd be probably only special summoning 2 of them. And while the burn effect isn't a big deal, it can hurt, especially if I run the Solemn Brigade. And yeah, so just the pluses you can do with this card, while it isn't bad, it just doesn't really fit to my preference right now, but it is a possibility that I could run it in the future. Then you go to Krebons. Krebons is a great card. I've always loved Krebons. I've always ran Krebons. I ran Krebons in my previous psychic build where I had one Esper Girl, one Krebons, and one Jumper. However, now I prefer to 2 Esper Girl just because it's more consistent, and the fact that I already have 3 level 2 tuners, being 5 tuners total, 3 of them being level 2, and I don't need another one. It's just too much clog. But Krebon's good, and if you like him and run him, by all means keep doing it. He's a good card. Overdrive Teleport and Armored Axon Kicker, kind of the same reason I don't run them, because, and I know I might get shit for this, but they're kind of slow to me. Especially Armored Axon Kicker. While I see his effectiveness, and I can see what he can do. Top decking him in a bad situation is just not good at all, and he's slow. I mean, it's kind of the same reason why Blackwing's old school never ran Alphas, just because he's too slow for more of a swarm special summon deck. Another thing, Overdrive Teleporter, I kind of want to run him at 1 and test him out, because I do see how really good he could be, but the thing is, it's kind of scary is that paying that 2,000 when I run the Solemn Brigade is too much. And if the effect bailout did something to negate the effect after I paid the 2,000, I still lose it and he's gone. So yeah, and the fact that he can be slow, he can be a bad top deck. But I might run him at 1 because I do see how really good he could be. Next to Psychic Overload and Psychic Trigger, I try to run one of these cards at least. Because I wanted psychic draw power, but they both have the same problems. One of that being that a lot of times you draw them and they'd be dead, and the other being that they take away your graveyard advantage. For example, for your Hush Like a Cleric, your Psychic Wizard, and your Miracle Synchro Fusion, they take away the live targets for that too. So while the draw power is nice, in my deck it's just more consistent if I don't have those, and that extra creature swap, taking out the Overload and putting an extra creature swap, just helps so immensely compared to everything else. So yeah, guys, that's the video. And I just want to say one more thing before I get out here, that in this Perfecting Psychic series, for those of you who follow it and who want to play Psychics, like, this is my opinion, my preference, my play style, and doesn't necessarily mean it's the best. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that the tests that I've done so far show it to be the best. But if you guys have, constructive criticism, suggestions, things maybe you think I should take out, or things that have really worked for you that you think I should put back in, or anything such as Overdrive Teleporter or Krebons or anything like that, let me know, because this series is like me and you guys, the community, trying to perfect Psychics, and it's kind of like all of us trying to come together and make the deck play the best it possibly can. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching the video. Comment, like, subscribe, give suggestions. Check out my other videos and check out the other parts of my Perfecting Psychic series. And I will see you later, YouTube.